Hello, in this video I want to talk about another types of IELTS reading question, which is called gap fill questions. When it comes to gap fill questions, we have different types. They could be tables, graph, charts, or they could be just simply some text and paragraphs. The most important things that we should consider for these types of questions is that questions are in order. So it means it is not very difficult to find the answers to the questions because they are in order. And the next thing is first read the title, then the questions. So when it comes to IELTS reading questions, we never read all the passages because it takes a lot of time, so it's better read just the title and then start from the questions. After that, we have to underline the keywords and read the questions and the text at a normal level. We shouldn't skim and scan just for numbers and names, because when we skim and scan, we usually just lose the most important information. Here we can see the format of these types of questions. We have to be careful about the number of words that we are wanted. Sometimes it is one word only, but other times we have to write about 2 words. And again, we should write our answers on our answer sheets, and the answers are just words, not any number or anything else. Now we start answering the first one. First, we start reading the questions, and then we highlight the keywords, and then we read the paragraphs. It says, some dead wood is removed to avoid the possibility of, so we should look for dead wood and to remove, to avoid the possibility of what things. Here we have to put a noun because we have of, and after of we usually we can use a noun here. So we start reading the paragraph from the beginning. It says, thinning and dense and dead wood removal for fire prevention also center on the production of low-use wood. As you can see, we can find the answer to this question very quickly. We can find dead wood here, and to removal it is noun here, but here in the question is removed. It is used as a verb. For fire prevention, so fire prevention is to avoid, it is prevention, the possibility of fire. So the right question is fire here. Question number 23. From the tops of cut trees can help improve soil quality. Again, we have to use a noun here. And then the keywords are the tops of cut trees can help to improve soil quality. We start reading this from another sentence. It says, however, it is important to remember that some retention of what may wood classify as low-use wood is very important. The tops of trees that have been cut down should be left on the site so that their nutrients cycle back into the soil. So here in this sentence, we can find the keywords, the tops of trees. Here we say the tops of trees that have been cut down should be left on the site. Here, left, we don't have anything for left here, so that their nutrients cycle back into the soil. Their nutrients back into the soil. Here we have the soil. So the only things that we can use here, it is the a noun nutrients. So the right answer is nutrients. Question number 24. Some damaged trees should be left as they provide habitats for a range of creatures. What are the keywords? Damaged trees should be left as there, again we have to use a noun here, provide habitats for a range of creatures. We start reading the text from the last sentences, which was here. It was from here. Their nutrient cycles back into the soil. In addition, trees with many cavities are extremely important for habitats for insects, predators like woodpeckers, bat, and small mammals. So we can find the answer to this question. It is, let's look at this part. It is here. In addition, trees with many cavities are extremely important habitats for insect predators like woodpeckers, bats, and small mammals. Here we can see from the name of different things that it is about a range of creatures, and then it should be left as there, provide habitats. What provides habitats here? It is trees with many cavities are extremely important habitat for insects. So the right answer is cavities, and we write that right answer here. Question number 25. Some trees that are small, such as, are a source of food for animals and insects. First, we decide what the keywords are. It says some trees, such as. So when we have such as, we should remember that we might need a kind of noun here or an example of something. Are a source of food for animals and insects. They are just keywords. To find the answer to this question, we start reading the text. We start from here. They help control problem insects and increase the health and resilience of the forest. It is also important to remember that not all small trees are low use. For example, many species like hawthorns provide food for wildlife. So here we can find the keywords. Not all small trees, so we have small trees here, are low use. For example, so such as, it is exactly for example. Many species like hawthorn provide food for wildlife. Wildlife, it is animals and insects, and also we have food here. So the right answer, it is the example of one type of a tree, which is called hawthorn. And the last question. Any trees that are should be left to grow as they add to the variety of species in the forest. What are the keywords? Any trees that are, we have are, so we have to use adjective here, should be left as they add to the variety of species. Answering this question is very, very easy because there is just one sentence left. So we say, finally, rare species of trees in a forest should also stay behind as they add to its structural diversity. Here, what are the keywords? Here we say, rare species of trees in a forest should also stay behind is as the same as should be left, as they add to its structural diversity. Structural diversity is a phrase that is the same as variety of species. So we have to use an adjective here. What is the adjective? We have trees here and species of trees, so it is rare. Rare is the answer. Any trees that are rare should be left to grow.